Hey, what's up people? It's Anthony Fuller here from Idiot Making Money Online, and welcome to another tutorial from our Getting Started series. In this episode, I'm going to try and answer the question, how do you start an online business? It seems I get this asked every week. One of my friends will ask me, how do you start an online business? And maybe they have some great ideas, but they really are overwhelmed by actually where to go and how to get started. So this video is really we'll share with you the 5-step process that I actually use to start my online businesses, and then we'll get into more detail later, things like doing market research and checking out the competition. But Idiot Making Money Online is all about how to build a successful online business and start making money online. So we've got a whole bunch of tutorials that are completely free, that will literally take you right from the start, how to generate ideas, how to pick a domain name, all the way through to actually helping you build the website and rank on Google, and start making money. So go check out the page, but right now I just want to flip over to the paint screen, and I want to talk about how you actually get started, how you start an online business. So the very first thing you're going to need to start a successful online business, I'm going to put number one, is passion. Okay, now I know you may have heard this before and you think, oh yeah, not that old chestnut again, I've heard that before. But you really do need passion to actually be successful, because the fact of the matter is most online businesses fail, okay? And if you was to speak to those owners, they probably failed because of a lack of passion or interest. Now, I can tell you now that I've started about 15 businesses that have all failed because I've not really been truly interested. And I think, just to really, hit this home, I think you have to become one of your customers. You have to be able to sit there and say, okay, I'm really interested about this and I actually want to get involved in this. I actually want to be a part of the community. I actually want to, use the products or services that you're actually going to do. I'll give you an example. For example, I actually started a website of mine called Cheap Chinos for Men, and it was a website selling men's chinos, trousers. Now that idea came about because I used to wear them, so I was a customer, so I knew, so I knew exactly what my customer was. But not only that, writing 15 articles, which I had to do for the website, it wasn't fun. I didn't really like writing about men's trousers and fashion, but it was enough for me to stick with it, and it's now actually quite a successful business. But at the same time, I started another website called Cheap Bodycon Dresses. Okay. Now this had 4 times the search results. It was a much bigger opportunity. When I started both websites, they were just affiliate websites, so they just have banners to go to things like Top Man, River Island, etc. And women seemed to click the banners and seemed to be far more cash rich. So the opportunity was much bigger. Now I got a lady to write me some articles, but the business just basically failed because I couldn't become one of the customers. I wasn't about to start wearing dresses. So that's why you need passion. Now sometimes I see businesses, like telecoms businesses or, keyboard manufacturers, and I think, how the hell did the director, this is a £1 million business, how did he get passionate about that? But let me just tell you this, you don't need to be head over heels about something, okay? You just need to have a small interest, and then when you start doing your research, you become passionate about it. You really do. And just to give an example, I mean, me and my girlfriend, when I was doing the bodycon dresses, she started speaking about what dress should she wear, and all of a sudden I started becoming passionate about speaking about dresses, and that's when I knew I had to actually stop because it was getting dangerous. So that's the first thing. You need passion to be successful. If you're not passionate about it, you're not a little bit interested, be truthful to yourself and move on to another idea. Even if it's a smaller opportunity, trust me, do that. Otherwise, you're just going to fail like all the other people have. So number 2, the second thing that you're going to need is a market. Okay? You're going to need a market. And what you're going to need to do is extensive market research. Okay? So you might have all the passion in the world and you might have a great idea, but if there's no market, there's no point moving on to the next step. Now, the market research is done in, let me just put research here so we don't forget. Research is done in, sorry about that, it's you know what I mean, market research, okay? I'm just going to scribble it in. Okay, it's done in a 3-step process, okay? So in a little mini process. So number one, you need to check to see if there's a demand. Okay, you need to check to see if people are looking for the product or service or similar type of products or services than you're going to actually do. Now, that goes without saying. So you can use a free tool from Google. They provide you with a free tool. So you type in whatever you think your customer would type in, and they will tell you how many times per month that has been searched. So that's a brilliant tool. So that will be further down here how to use that. Now, the second thing you're going to need to do when it comes to market research is you're going to need to analyze the competition. Because of course, you may have the passionate idea, you may have a demand and a potential client base to actually aim for, but if the competition's too strong, you're not going to make it, you know. Couple of examples, I mean, social media websites, you know, Facebook, Twitter, you know, you're just not going to beat them. And what I would say to anyone starting an online business, this really wants to be your key area. Just low competition, even if it means there's not that much demand, at least if you can own the space, you've got a good chance of making some money. Otherwise, you could just end up losing a lot of money because the competition is just too strong. Now, although I say that, let's just say you're a web designer or you want to start your own web design company and you're thinking about quitting your job in 6 months' time. Yeah, that's when it comes down to passion. Okay, the web design industry is probably one of the most competitive industries to get in, because obviously, you know, they know how to build good websites and rank on Google. But if you're passionate enough about it, okay, there's nothing stopping you doing that. Yeah, if you're prepared to give everything for that, there's nothing stopping you do it. So that's why I said number one is passion, because if you're passionate about it, you can do anything. Now, number three, the third thing, and I'm going to put a little $sign here, but I'm going to put cash rich. Okay, now let me give you an example of what I mean here. I once owned ran a website called Funny Groom Speeches. Funny Groom. I don't know why this is not working. Speeches. Okay, you get the point. Speeches.com. Okay, you can go. And the keyword I was going for was groom speeches. Now, using the Google tool, I realised that was searched 6,000 times per month, and it seemed an interesting topic to go into. So, you know, I had the passion there. But I started the website and I built it up and I got Google and I got loads of traffic, but no one was spending any money. It didn't make any money, because what I now realise is that people weren't prepared to spend money. Okay, they were just looking for free information, they were just looking for inspiration, and even if I had offered some kind of ebook, the conversion would have been, you know, useless. So all those people were basically watered down. Now let's compare that with cheapchinosformen.com. Yeah, let me just go onto the site now, cheapchinosformen.com. If someone types in Google cheap chinos, yeah, and they land on my website, that's exactly what they're going to find. They're going to find cheap chinos, yeah? And basically, they may even have their credit card in their hand, you know? So, although, you know, there's less people, you know, searching for cheap chinos, it's more of a cash-rich industry. So that's another thing to consider when you're starting this. Now, let me just come back to this. The third thing you're going to need is a product. Okay? Now, Cheap Chinos for Men, obviously that's a physical product that I actually get in and I ship out, but you don't necessarily need a product. I'll give you two examples. My friend owns a website that talks about Manchester United, and he talks about the fixtures, the injuries, transfer news, and the after-match report. And he's got a huge following. People love him because he's really passionate about it, and it's a great little blog. And all he does is simply puts betting companies' adverts on the website, and he makes over £500 a month just from those clicks, and that's it. And he enjoys doing what he's doing, so it's not a job. He just gets £500 a month for writing about something that he loves. So that's one. He doesn't need a product. Number two, idiotmakingmoneyonline.com. I teach people how to make money online, and I teach them by showing them how the products that I use to make money online, how I'm making money online. Yeah, I share with them how to do it, the products that I'm using, and how those products work, so they don't have to invest a single penny until they're satisfied that that product's going to work. Then when they buy the product, I get a small commission off it if they buy through my website. You know, they're happy to do that because I've given them the heads up. You know, I've explored what they're about to buy, and I'm happy for that because I get to do what I love doing. So, you know, there's two examples of where you don't need a physical product. But you can take that even further, and let me tell you how to clean anything. You can actually ask Google to put adverts on your website. So you can literally write articles about anything that you are passionate about or enjoy doing, and you can just instruct Google to put related adverts, and if anyone clicks on those adverts, you will actually get money. So this website is called howtocleananything.com, and it literally teaches you how to clean almost anything. But let me just give you an example. How to clean a retainer, for example. Okay, so this article is about how to clean a retainer, and you'll see. Right, here we go. You'll see all of these here are adverts. So if I click one of them, here we go. Dental analysis. Okay, so that's obviously veneers. So that's related to those. This is a giant advert. So I know for a fact, I know the owner of this website, and I know for a fact that this actually earns between $30 and $40 per day, just based on the amount of traffic it gets to the website and the clicks that it gets. So that's quite a lot of money, you know, on a monthly basis. That's enough to actually quit your job. So you don't actually need a physical product. But my point here, okay, is that somewhere along the line, someone is going to have to part with some cash, because at the end of the day, if I actually click onto dental, I don't even know how to say that, dental analysis, tech from TechScan, now I'm on their website and they're selling something, so they're selling a product. So somewhere along the line, a product's involved. Now, up until this stage here, let me just circle this. You haven't spent a single penny, okay? You've not spent a single penny. So you can do this right now, today. Do this until your heart's content, until you're certain you found the right idea and you haven't spent any money. Now, the fourth thing that you're going to need is a website. Pretty self-explanatory. Somewhere along the line, you're going to need a website, okay? You're going to need to build a website yourself, or you're going to need to use a website like eBay, okay? And the fifth step to this process is you're going to need people. So you're going to need traffic coming to your website. Now, the best way, obviously, the best way to get people to your website is through Google, but you can also use social media, YouTube, etc. But let me just tell you this: if you can rank #1 on Google, whether it be for ant collecting, whether it be for fly fishing, whether it be for hair, makeup, training, dresses, chinos, it doesn't really matter. How to make money, it doesn't matter what the subject is. You can be #1 on Google, you will make money online. So that has to be your goal, and that all comes back down to the competition. Because when you're analysing the competition, this is why the market research is so important. When you're analysing the competition, you need to be thinking about, can I get #1? Can I own this space? And that's how you make money online. It's just fairly straightforward than that. Now, in some of the next videos, you'll see how to do the market research. There's completely free tools that we use. You don't need to spend any money whatsoever to do the market research. And we're going to show you how to do that. So come say hi to me on one of my social medias, Facebook, Google+, Twitter, etc. Leave any comments down below. We're new to this. We really appreciate your feedback. And if you've got any questions, again, that's a great area to put them. And I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you on the next tutorial. See you later. Bye-bye.